Foreclosures are a little bit different. Foreclosures are properties that have already been taken back by the bank. So they've already gone to auction. Nobody's purchased it at the auction. The bank now owns it. The bank puts it on the market. So when you see listings that say it's a foreclosure listing, an REO or a foreclosure, that's actually a pretty easy process because the bank owns it. They want to get it off their books as soon as possible. You write an offer just like you would to a regular seller. They submit it to the bank, and the bank's going to give you an answer immediately. I mean, they really have a very fast turnaround for the most of the time I've seen within 5 days or less. So, do not be scared when you see, I have a lot of people go, oh, I don't want to make an offer, it's a foreclosure. Foreclosures are great to write offers on because the bank needs to get rid of their inventory. They are not in the business of carrying inventory and selling and buying homes. That's not what they want to do. They will be less flexible with paying for things. So it's usually as is. Buyers have to pay for pretty much everything. You can still do an inspection and make sure that the house is in good condition, but for the most part, the banks won't do any kind of repairs to the property at all. And sometimes you do run into an issue with FHA loans because FHA loans actually require that homes are in a certain condition. And so if there are a lot of problems with the home, sometimes you'll see it's not FHA approved. That's what they mean, because the bank's not going to do any repairs. So if there's repairs on the house, it can't be an FHA house. So that's the difference between a short sale and a foreclosure. And then auction is basically when you go to the steps of the county courthouse on the day of the foreclosure and you're there, bidding on the property, and you need all cash pretty much to buy the property. And again, they don't really go for that much less unless there's, a extenuating circumstance with the house, but there's still bidding going on. And the interesting thing that's changed with the auctions in the last couple of years is that they're actually going for almost the same thing as fair market value close, a little bit under, but then again, the buyer has to pay all cash. So it's a pretty big hit for them. They have to take all that money out of the bank. They're not gaining interest on it. So, when you weigh it, it might end up being the same amount. So that's kind of the difference between short sales, foreclosures, and auctions. That comes up a lot. If you go to the county courthouse for an auction, you actually have to pay for it all cash. You either have to have cashier's checks or a bank transfer set up previously with the auction. So.